Reputed gang leader shot dead. Cops move to prevent retaliation. Police are moving to prevent any form of retaliation following the killing of a reputed gang leader in Olympic Gardens, St. Andrew on Wednesday night. The deceased, Mark Harrison, otherwise called Mark II, the leader of the 440 Drive gang, was reportedly shot dead by one of his henchmen at his home, the police noted. Police indicated that around 11 p.m., Harrison was at home when he was approached by one of his cronies, who pulled a firearm and shot him several times in the upper body. The man fled, and residents assisted Harrison to the Kingston Public Hospital, where he later died while undergoing surgery. The St. Andrew South Police reported that in the days leading up to the incident, the gang leader and his alleged killer were frequently seen together in the community. They engaged in seemingly friendly interactions, socialized, drank, and spent time together in a manner that did not indicate a conflict. Police said the gang leader's killing has significantly increased the potential risk of retaliation. According to the police, there is a high likelihood that the counterattacks may be initiated by the gang as they possess the capabilities and resources to cause harm. Harrison, the police said, maintained deep ties to the criminal underworld. He had numerous criminal associates who may choose to avenge his death, thereby escalating tension and triggering further acts of violence. As a result, the police have requested that Courtney Bloodstain Ashley, also called Orlando Williams, Biggs an alien, who is wanted in the division for murder and shooting, to turn himself in. The police have also listed 3 persons of interest, namely Tevin Clark of Seaward Drive, Demary McKnight, aka Kojo, and Mark Harrison Jr., aka Paso. These men are to report to the Hunts Bay Police Station. Police said the motive of the attack of Harrison is unclear. However, it is revealed that the alleged killer was brought into the 440 Drive gang and committed by the now deceased. This gang is involved in murders, shootings, rental, extortion, and contract killing, the police noted. Furthermore, the police shared that the gang is involved in an active, feud-turf conflict with the neighboring Samagan gang. This conflict has resulted in multiple murders, shootings, and arson attacks. According to the police, Harrison had multiple encounters with law enforcement. In 2015, he was stopped while riding a bike, searched, and found in possession of a pistol along with magazine containing 10 rounds. He was arrested, charged, and later released in relation to that matter. On November 2, 2018, Harris was again arrested and charged with shooting with intent, assault at common law, unlawful wounding, illegal possession of a firearm, and illegal possession of ammunition. St. James Police target lottery scammers as serious crimes continue to decline. Lottery scammers are now firmly in the crosshairs of security forces as lawmen have ramped up their efforts to reduce the high incidence of this crime in St. James. Addressing a recent meeting of the St. James Municipal Corporation, Operations Officer for the Parish Deputy Superintendent Linroy Edwards said June has begun and we have increased our activities against lottery scammers. Last week, we had major operations across the parish. We conducted 14 raids resulting in 8 arrests, 11 vehicles including high-end vehicles seized, and over 31 million was seized, and other investigations are continuing, and these operations will continue, he noted. St. James has been a hotbed for illicit activity where locals fleece individuals overseas of their money. In the meantime, Edwards said the Jamaica Constabulary Force continues to target gangs in the parish under the Operation Storm 2 initiative, which have been reaping success as well. We have recorded, to put the thing in perspective, 2 murders, 1 gun murder and 1 knife over the past 7 weeks, and based on our trajectory, we will come out looking excellent at the end of the year, he noted. Since the start of June, the security forces in the parish have recovered 7 firearms, 102 rounds of ammunition, and made 1 arrest. Another man who reportedly engaged the police during an operation was cut down as well. Edwards also shared successes in curtailing major crimes in the parish, noting particularly that murders continue to trend down in the division. The figures speak to 23 murders since the start of the year, and when compared to last year's 73 minus 50, it is a 68.5% reduction. Shootings were recorded 26, which was 63 last year. So minus 37 is 58.7% reduction, he noted. However, we have seen an uptick in robberies, 10 last year and 19 this year, and break-ins, 16 last year and 18 this year, he lamented. Overall, Edwards explained that they have enjoyed a 45% reduction as it relates to major crimes in the parish. Car reportedly stolen from police station in Westmoreland found in St. Mary. The Gale Police in St. Mary have launched an investigation following the seizure of a vehicle that was reportedly stolen from a police station in Westmoreland over the last weekend. The 2015 Toyota Noah, which is owned by a Westmoreland man, was reportedly stolen from the Rambo police station on Saturday, June 7. Cops in St. Mary on an operation discovered the vehicle partially scrapped and abandoned at a property in New Pen, Gale. Commanding Officer for St. Mary Police Division Superintendent Anthony Wallace says all efforts are being made to ascertain the nature of the theft. This recovery is part of a larger effort by the JCF to combat vehicle theft and dismantle car stealing rings across the country, stated Wallace. Residents with information are urged to report suspicious activities by contacting the St. Mary Police at 876-333-9530 or 876-994-4222, Crime Stop at 311 or the nearest police station. Golding tells PNP supporters to beware of questionable election tactics in St. Andrew East Rural. Opposition leader Mark Golding has warned People's National Party PNP supporters in the Beltwether constituency of St. Andrew East Rural that they are going to come under some pressure as general elections constitutionally due in September approach. Since 1959, the party elected to form the government has won St. Andrew East Rural in all but two national elections, 1962 and 2002. Juliet Holness, the incumbent Member of Parliament and House Speaker, is seeking to become the first person to serve 3 terms in the constituency. Golding, who is also president of the People's National Party, told cheering supporters in the constituency on Wednesday that there will be tactics to try and buy you out and try and frighten you away. You are going to hear all kinds of propaganda. You are going to hear all kinds of lies and deception, he noted. I only have to say one thing to you tonight, comrades. We are blood and fire comrades, and we are marching on to progress, he said during a political rally at Harborview Primary School after visiting sections of the constituency. We will not be bought because we are not for sale. Michael Manley taught us that, and we remember his message and his teaching, Golding stated, making reference to the late Prime Minister and PNP President. VAS condemns reckless actions behind Norman Manley Airport closure. Minister of Transport Darrell Voss has described as reckless actions that forced the closure of Norman Manley International Airport (NMIA) in Kingston on Wednesday night. A security issue was raised at the airport, triggering an evacuation and emergency services were called in. Voss said no flights were disrupted as a result of the incident. Thankfully, all flights had already departed or arrived for the night, so no flights were affected. The police, CTOC, Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch, JDF, and all other parties did their sweeps of the building, and the building was reopened at 11:55 p.m., stated Voss. I can't fathom who could think that this could be something that they could help Jamaica with, and it is an unprecedented situation that I am quite concerned about, he noted. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.